D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below in the description, you can find the articles that I'm about to read to you, and you can read them for yourself and everything, or you can just watch this video where I'm going to read them for you. Now, before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. Stan Lee and his, his peoples. So Stan Lee died, and he was like, involved with Marvel and everything, creating all these different characters and stuff like that. And from this article coming from the Hollywood Reporter, it says Stan Lee returns to Marvel Studios with Genius Brands POW entertainment licensing deal. Now, what this is it says the 20-year deal includes future appearances in Marvel movies and TV series, along with apparel and theme park experiences. And we'll talk about that as we read the rest of this article. I have to tell you right now, just personally, I don't know how I feel about this, but we will talk about it in just 1 second. Call it Stan Lee Homecoming. In a unique deal, Stan Lee, the beloved co-creator of Spider-Man, Avengers, and Hulk, who died in 2018, is returning to Marvel Studios. Marvel has signed a 20-year deal with Stan Lee Universe, a venture between Genius Brands International and POW Entertainment, to license the name and likeness of Lee for use in future feature films and television productions, as well as Disney theme parks, various experiences, and merchandising. Now, I just have to say right now, the first thing I want to say is I have no problem with merchandising. Stan Lee is, he is a staple, a brick, a corner brick, of the foundation of Marvel. And so I think that making, shirts with his likeness on it, or making action figures and everything, that portion of the program, I'm 110% fine with. Or maybe, you use, different, clips of him and stuff like that. That part I'm okay with. The likeness part in future films and TV productions, that part I don't know about. I will talk about that as we go along in this thing. And it says, it really ensures that Stan, through digital technology and archival footage and other forms, will live in the most important venue, the Marvel movies and Disney theme parks, and said Andy Hayward, chairman and CEO of Genius Brands. It's a broad deal. And again, I'll give you more of my thoughts on this. Just give me 2 seconds. So it says, Lee was the writer and editor-in-chief at Marvel Comics in the 1960s, when he, along with artists such as Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, ushered in the creation of superheroes that are now the basis for the world's biggest blockbuster films. He also, sorry, they were playing that alcohol commercial. I was going to stop it, but it's just pictures of him. Sorry. He, where was I? He also became the ever-smiling public face of the company, a stately position. Sorry, I'm just watching this video. Stan was great. I love Stan Lee so much. He was so great. So great. Look at him. He's such a great dude. I never met him before. When I went to the one time I went to New York Comic-Con, he was there, and I regret not getting an autograph, but the line was so long, you guys. And like, if you've ever been to a Comic-Con, like this, the floor to buy like action figures or, autographs and stuff like that, and is so, it's so huge and everything. But to get an autograph from Stan Lee, the line was like out the door. It was so long. All right. Anyways, let me finish this thing. So he held over decades, despite changing his actual job title and responsibilities, and even after he officially parted ways with the company. Lee found himself, sorry, they moved the video down to this corner. It's so great. Lee found himself back in the pop culture spotlight in the 21st century due to his cameos, first in Marvel-based adaptations such as Fox's X-Men and Sony's Spider-Man franchises. Then with Marvel Studios' ever-growing list of hits, by the time he passed away, audiences who'd never even picked up a comic book were connecting to him and looked forward to his warm comedy bits. However, this new deal does not necessarily pave the way for the return of the cameos in movies. at least not in the way fans traditionally knew them. Insiders caution it is unclear if the public even has an appetite to see Lee digitally resurrected, as actors such as Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing were in certain Star Wars movies. Now I just have to say, when Carrie Fisher, and I believe, yeah, she was alive when her character made its appearance in Rogue One. Peter Cushing was not, but I don't. I believe, but they got the okay from his family, so I feel a little bit better that with that and everything. I'm not too upset about that. The deal does give Marvel permission to use Lee's name, voice, likeness, and signature in movies and television projects, as well as to use images, existing footage, and existing audio recordings featuring him. The rights to use Lee's name, voice, likeness, and signature exclusively in the theme parks, cruise lines, and in the in-park merchandise were also included in the deal. Audiences and park goers could see Lee turn up as figures and toys on apparel and stationery. Now that last part, him showing up, like I said before, I'm totally okay with him being action figures, Funko Pops, stuff like that. I'm also fine with him that their signature of those action figures have the signature on them. Apparel, also, I'm totally fine if they have a shirt that has Stan Lee on it, and stationery. I don't buy stationery, but whatever. Let me just read this last part and then I'll give you more of my opinion. So it says, oh, shut up. Genius Brand, a global kids media company, created the joint venture with POW, a media company co-founded by Lee along with Gil Champion, and who called Lee a mentor and is former chairman of DIC Entertainment. Sorry, I'm just going through this because there's some stuff. The audience revered Stan, and if it's done with taste and class, I'm sorry, this is moving, and respect of who he was, use of his likeness will be welcomed, and said Hayward. He is beloved personality, and long after you and I are gone, he will remain the essence of Marvel. That I agree with. Stanley was great. Stanley was so great. Now, as far as him being in movies, that part I don't know about. I don't know about him being in movies and them using his likeness. And it's not because I don't like, for instance, the Carrie Fisher thing, like I said before, I believe, yeah, she was alive when a Rogue One came out. So that, again, I'm okay with because she was alive and she could be like, yeah, go ahead and put me in there and de-age me. That's fine. I'm totally fine with it. This one, obviously, he's not alive. And I do think that a small piece of me wants to be like, it would be so great to see Stan Lee in the next Avengers movie, or to see, Stan Lee, make a cameo in the background of a TV show or whatnot. However, that's a small piece of me. The larger piece of me goes, this is kind of sick. The man is dead. We need to stop pretending. We all know he's not alive. But then I also think that I saw something on Twitter that a lot of people don't realize that Stan Lee had a huge portion in making these characters. I mean, there were other people that had responsibility of creating characters, but Stan Lee is just really like the essence, like they said in here, and really the face of Marvel. But and a lot of people, I guess, believe that Kevin Feige made these characters up, and I go, what? No, I don't think so. So, as I said before, apparel, toys, the theme park experience, I'm not sure what they would do there. If they use old footage of him, I'm totally okay with that too. He already filmed that stuff. That stuff I'm totally okay with. Like if they film, let's just pretend they filmed a deleted scene in Avengers that they never used before, and they have a movie that's takes place in New York, like there wouldn't be one, and they want to use that old footage of him in a deleted scene and put him in here, I'm totally okay with that. Same thing with, let's say, for Thor Ragnarok, when he was that little machine guy man. If they put him in on another movie where he's with Jeff Goldblum's character, not the Collector, what was he, the Game Master or the Gamester or whatever. If they put him in, if they use a deleted scene with him in it, with that Game Master guy, I'm totally okay with that too. It's the creating a digital image of him and having somebody stand in for him that I don't know. I'm not 100% on board with that. So we'll just see what's happening there. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Marvel signing this deal to get Stan Lee's likeness? And are you okay with this, or does this bother you that they would use him as a digital double or clone in movies? Or would you just prefer that they didn't have him in these movies and just had him, just be gone? He's gone. He's not coming back and everything. And are you okay, like me, with him being on like shirts and, notebooks and like action figures, stuff like that? That stuff I'm totally okay with. And then how do you feel about them using old footage / like, let's say, deleted scenes from movies? Like I said before, are you okay with that kind of thing because he already filmed them? Or are you just like, no, as far as movies and TV shows goes, he's gone. Just let the man rest. Yeah. All right, you guys. So that's all I got for you. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.